Welcome back on Darkenss. Today I want to propose you a video about
the unboxing review about the White Dwarf issue 478 of July 2022, released by the Games Workshop. This is quite an important White Dwarf for a lot of people, but we'll see the contents. And I want to say you one thing before that we start, and there is an insert inside that it's related about Kill Team and are these schedule here that you can find here. So these are these ones. These are the things that you can paint right here, how to paint your models and so on. So remember that there is this as usual. I don't like that they are put in such a way, because there is the way that it's uncomfortable to read the White Dwarf in the middle pages, so I don't like so much like this. Still, there is such, even if you can be interested or not. Anyway, remember that there is such thing. And now we go to see a bit better about this White Dwarf itself. We can begin with the cover that it's related about the Tau, and sincerely there are not too many things inside that could suggest that the Tau are a main theme about the Tau itself that it's on the cover. Anyway, the cover it's not bad, and if you go to see about the internal part, we can find that we have the alternative cover that instead it's related about the orcs. So it's a really nice cover. Remember that you can have this type of cover only with the subscription, so that you have the alternative covers for your White Dwarf. And if you're interested, they are really quite amazing, so I suggest you eventually to try, because you can save some money eventually and so on. Still, you can see me write in the comments if you're interested about the alternative cover or the normal one, because they're both, I think, quite nice, I think, to see and have. Here we can find some note about what it's going to be released now and in the next White Dwarf, because it's related about, in this case, the 30k, so Horus Heresy. This Barbaro, it's about the world, the original world of the Death Guard, so it can be quite interesting for the ones that are interested about this, and I think that it's really quite nice. Here we have the contents of the White Dwarf itself, and here the mailing list of the readers to the team of the White Dwarf. As usual, I suggest always to see such, because you can have a lot of different ways to see. For example, the basing here, they are quite good, or the scheme of colors that can be interesting. Or if you go to see, we can have such examples. So alternative cover, for example, for this, that is from Curse City. I leave, if you're interested in the unboxing about Curse City box, and even my opinion, if you're interested about, there is my vlog about. So it can be interesting. Here that it's a modifying of a model for Nargol. Here we have Kragnos. So we have a lot of things. Also here an entire army about the Adeptus Mechanicus that can be interesting, I think. You have quite a lot. And then we can go to see a bit deeper about Warhammer 40k. And here we can find this, that it's related about the releasing of the new chapter approved related about Warhammer 40k. Sincerely, I'm not interested in buying such time this one, because I don't like the way that they are so so constantly published. So really, every 3 or 4 months there is a new publication about such. Okay, it's good for the one that play, but at the same time I think that it's too often, and I think that it will be better a bit slower the publishing of such updates. Here the images are always amazing. I like such images. And then we have this that it's related about Kill Team. We have seen the cards before that are inside here, and there are a lot of new rules about. And here the White Dwarf that are related about this, and the Kill Team add-in that has been brought for a battle about. And we can find a lot really that are about this. So here we can find something that it's a battle against the teams for Kill Team of the White Dwarf. And here new rules about the Shanic elements. These come from Warhammer Conquest, because it's quite interesting. And you can see that there are all other terrain features that gain rule and so on. And so you have quite a lot to have fun with if you are going to play with, because you have a lot of adding rules to pay attention. Moreover, you have barricades and so on. So as you can see, there is quite a lot I made the unboxing and painting about this if you're interested. And then we have this that it's a fiction related about Kill Team, and sincerely there are the Greeks ones, so I like. And there is something that you can appreciate even if you don't play Warhammer 40k, because it's nice to have them. Here there are the models that are played with, so it's a sort of way to understand what we see in the next White Dwarf. And here we have about Age of Sigmar with Shaish and the Night Hound here, but if you go to see, we can find here something related about the monsters. And I suggest really to go not too much to read, but to see such part, because we can see a lot of modifier, a lot of conversions. See such Hydra that comes with such ones, and the body is the one that it's from the Stormcast Stennis, so the new dragons, but with the heads of the Hydra of the Darkenss. So it's really quite interesting. Here we had a Arachnork with a complete rephrased base that it's amazing. Here simple Felbats, they are not so great as conversion, but anyway there are something that can be interesting. Then we have here that we have, for example, this with this basing that it's really quite amazing. This it's not particularly converted. Here it's a simple Bastillodon, but with such pieces of plants. It's not so great, but as you can see, there are simple bases, but they really combine with the colors, and this is something that it's quite important. Then we have, for example, this. Think about this, that it's a simple base, at the same time can characterize quite a lot. Also this one, simple base, but at the same time can add a lot to the theme. Also Kragnos can be converted and played in an interesting way. But here it's something that I like a lot. We have three things. So we have here that it's a conversion about a model that I unboxed, and it's the Lauka Vai. Here we have the Tarotgeist that it's painted in a great nice way, and here we have the model about the Drakes, and here it's the Vampire Lord on Dragon Zombie converted, so that we have such one. So we have one that should be a special character for the Stormcast Thanos, and here it's put in such a way, it's being converted so that it has some holes in the. But if you go to see, you can find that it's the same basis as this. You see? So the same posing, but with different approach. So with this as Hydra and this as Dragon Zombie, we can create from one model a total different one. So with a lot of different little things we can gain quite a lot. Also these ones, the scheme of colors are something that it's quite important, and the basing can add a lot. Think about this, can be really quite interesting basing that can change completely the way that you can think such model that it's related about the, I don't know, tipking. So there are really a lot of things that you should take note about. And here we have the Tom selection that it's related about Shaish, but in particular this it's related mainly about the Night Hound and the first layers of Shaish. And this is an article that had a lot of info. I like a lot because I like that one, and even if it's related about the first layers, there is a lot of background that it's related about Nagash, about the development of what happened along, so the Necroquake, after the Wars and so on, and what happened after Nagash disappeared because it battled against Teclis. So there is quite a lot of things to go to see about. Okay, pay attention about this. And also then these images that are always quite amazing. You can have a lot of ideas from here, so that you can personalize a lot of models, a lot of things. You have also a campaign that is related about such armies. You can gain a lot. Okay, the campaign I don't play too, but the ideas that are behind, they can give you a lot of inspiration if you want to modify some models or so. You can create some dioramas or create your own campaign, because you can add such things eventually. And then have the rules of engagement related about Age of Sigmar, and these ones you have to pay attention because they're related about the new General Handbook 2022 Season 1, and you have the spoiler, we can call them not so much, but the spoiler about the rules, the main rules that are in Age of Sigmar General Handbook 22 Season 1. And okay, I created the blog when I explained a lot of such things, because you can find a lot of parts that it's related. But here we have also the other battle scroll that you can gain about the core battalions, and you can gain also the description about the plan strategies and about the battle tactics. So you can gain quite a lot. So if you're not interested to buy the Season 1 General Handbook 22, you can anyway have some things related having this, and they can complete you a lot. Okay, you don't have the various missions, don't have certain updates and so on. About the Endorsed, you don't have the problem because there is the app of Age of Sigmar that has all the updated about the Endorsed yet available, so, and they are free. And I have this, that it's a battle report, and it's related about the Slave of Darkness against the Fresh Eater cults. And sincerely, I find it quite interesting. As usual, I suggest you to go to see about such battle reports, because they are a good way to analyze, because there are different ways. One, you can understand something related about the armies, so it's quite interesting about. The other things, it's that you can understand about the parts that you can see some modifying some things and so on. Then you can understand about what is the rules of a game that you don't like or you don't know, or you simply can want to read something that is related about your game, that it's possible. You can have fun also about that. And I like a lot also about the photos, because sometimes you can gain some ideas about you can photograph or you can create some dioramas on that make you have a battle against certain models. So it can be really quite interesting to play with, and I like a lot such type of battle reports, because they can give you a lot of fun about. Now you have this that it's related about Underworld, and as usual I don't play Underworld even if I have a lot of models related about Underworld, because I like the models that are brought with this. And eventually you can find in the description my playlist about the unboxing and so on related about Underworld. But remember not the rules, because I don't play. And here something that it will make really a lot of people like, and it's about the timeline for Horus Heresy and some of the main events. So you can have a lot of fun reading this and understand better the timeline of such events, because you can have really quite a lot of info. These are a few images, but they can give you really a lot of information that you can have a lot of fun playing with. So a lot. And then here we have this that it's about Horus Heresy. Remember that has been released the Age of Darkness. I made a video about, a vlog about this, and you can see about it and understand if it's worth for you or not. Here we have some scheme of colors about such old legends available. So these are the Raven Guard, and here we have the Space Wolves. Here we have that it's about the Darkenss, and here we have these that are related about the Sons of Horus that will become the Black Legion successfully. So it's a lot of things. Here we have also this one that it's about these that are the Iron Warriors, and here we have these that are related about the Death Guard. And I like a lot this one, because I'm quite thinking about having my Horus Heresy model with such theme eventually. Here we have the Darkenss that are available, so you can play a lot of fun about. And as you can see, you have a lot. It's mainly related about, for example, how to paint, because you can have a lot of things related. You can have, for example, some position like this, or some basing if you're interested about. So you can gain a lot of ideas about painting and so on, characterization. For example, such basic can be quite interesting. So there are really a lot of things. Here we have about Middle Earth, and here I suggest you to go to see about the sharing feature. Not because the rules, but how you can realize them. So simply and quite interesting, because you can gain a lot of unique ones, and you can paint as you want. These are the fairing, but at the same time they can be awesome. And here we have this that it's a fiction related about the Black Library. This one it's related about the ogres against the Osek Boripes, and as you know, I like a lot the Osek Boripes, and I always suggest you to read about such Black Library ones, because they can give you a lot of things. First thing, you can know a new author, so you can always welcome. Two, you can read something related about your army that you like, or you can develop an interest like about an army that it exists and you didn't know about, you were not interested about. So it can be quite interesting in a lot of different ways. You can also make better your English eventually if you're interested about. So there are a lot of things, and I like also the images that are related, so quite amazing. Here we have about the inside the studio, so what we'll see in the next White Dwarf that we always welcome, and you can find a lot of ideas. I like, for example, such image about the icons. And here inside we have that there will be the next issue, the Warhammer 40k point update. So we'll have really something quite interesting. So the next White Dwarf, I think that it will be a must-have for the ones that play Warhammer 40k. And here we have this that it's related about Age of Sigmar with the orcs. So we have that the Iron Jaws will see an update about Dominion Edition. It can be possible. So the next White Dwarf, I think that will have a lot of things to talk about. So it will be really quite interesting. So what to say about such White Dwarf? For the ones that play Kill Team, I think that is must-have, because there are the rules about the Shining Fusion and so on that is a must-have. And about the rest, I think that it's mainly related about not the rules, other than the ones that want to have more understanding about the rules about the General Handbook 22 Season 1 for Age of Sigmar, but mainly about the painting, the modifying, because there are a lot of ideas. This is rich about modifying, really quite a lot. Also about painting, but mainly about modifying. This is really a concentrate of ideas, and I like. It's the type of White Dwarf that I like more, because it's something that even if you don't read it, because you want to read, because you don't need to read, you don't like what it is inside, you like the images. The images are inspirational for your own, and this is something that I like quite a lot. Anyway, from Dynamod, it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video, or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again to the next time.